Coach, another 1-point loss, this time on the road at Big Ten foe Nebraska. Talk about the final possession there that you didn't quite get a shot off.
Well, we had a ball screen set up with a roll and replace. We knew that they had a slower big on our 5-man, so we had tried to get Bernard Thompson on a dribble opportunity, a one-on-one situation against their 5-man to create for himself or a teammate. And he probably could have taken it to the basket and tried to draw a foul, but he did throw it back to Kristoff. And Kristoff had a chance to shoot it, but he didn't really understand the clock. I think he thought he had another second or two, so he shot faked instead of just letting it fly. So we didn't get the shot off, though. It was a disappointing ending. They made a shot with 10 seconds left, and they deserve the credit. They made a shot down the stretch, and we didn't.
Talk about the defensive effort tonight, holding them to 51 points. By far, it looked like your best defensive effort of the year as a team. Just talk about what went into that.
Well, we've been playing solid defense all season. We mixed between a man and a zone, and our guys really stepped the intensity up in the second half. But they made a run early in the second half and got a lead, and then we ramped our defensive intensity up and we did a better job rebounding the ball. So I was very proud of our effort, and I can't say enough about this team. We've had a tough schedule, but we have played hard and had a chance to win every game.
What's the feeling after a game? You know, it's not the first time this season you've lost a 1-point game, but what can you take away from this now that the large portion of the non-conference road schedule is done?
Well, we're not trying to take much away from this game. We want to forget this game, but there are some positive things. The effort, defense in the second half. We just hate losing. We hate losing at the end like we did. We have some things to work on in the next week and a half before we play again. We have finals coming up, so it's important for our players to concentrate on academics here in the next few days.
One thing you saw in this game that you've seen a lot this season is the ability to come back, even though you held the lead at halftime, got behind early in the second half, but came right back, took a lead late. Just talk about what your young team has learned in the first 5 weeks of the season.
We learn to compete at a very high level. And we understand that when you go on the road, you don't get the calls from the officials. You get frustrated sometimes because you think you do something. And the officiating for the most part has been good. I thought it was pretty good tonight. But generally you get more calls at home, and especially against BCS teams. So I think we learned to fight through some adversity, whether it's calls you thought you should have had or runs by the other team when they go on 8-10-point runs. We've learned to come back from those. And also the physicality. I think we've learned how to ramp up our intensity, be more physical when it mattered. So there's a lot of things we've learned, and we got a long way to go.